She was a prodigy. Harriet was one of the prodigies.
I didn't even audition.
We brought her
I was
in to play
just
all the little
selling Girl
parts.
Scout cookies.
I remember I walked into the building and I was shocked because I had never seen anything like it. I grew up in South Carolina. I had never seen anything like the lobby or just like the vibe of the city.
It was really quite a rarefied atmosphere, and I was, at that time, 17 years old.
Yeah, I was an actor for 15 years. I actually auditioned for Juilliard and broke my nose at my acting audition many, many years before I came for playwriting.
This is 1968, and so after it was over, John asked, I was the last one before lunch, and he said, would you like to go to lunch with us? It was he and Michael Kahn. And I said, no, I can't. I gotta go get back to the airport, go to see my teacher. And I get back to Kansas City, and my teacher says, how did it go? How did it go? I said, I think it went okay. Well, what did they say after? I said, they didn't say anything. She said, oh, I said, they asked me to go to lunch with them. She said, they asked you to go to lunch?
Everyone meets for that kind of pre-improv where you had to be an animal.
You're right. You have to be an animal and crawl around on the ground and try to find your breath and how you're going to express yourself.
I chose a seal and got my suit all dirty because I'm crawling around 304, dusting the floor for everyone.
Yeah, I think I was like some kind of horse or something.
Poor choice in retrospect.
Poor choice. Poor choice.
And Michael Langham saying, would you please sing Happy Birthday? And I was like, well, I'd rather not, because I tried to make some joke about the fact that I lost a job because I couldn't sing Happy Birthday. And Michael Langham said, you weren't here for the warm-ups, just sing the song, please.
After having class with Moni during the audition weekend, I thought, if I don't get into this school, I've learned more in this one day than I have in the last year anywhere.
I guess when I got in, I felt really lucky.
So I'm at the grocery store, in line with like all my groceries, and I get a call from Kathy, and I literally start yelling in the grocery line.
And then Kathy Hood called me on my cell phone and asked me if I wanted to be a part of Group 38, the next class. And I said yes, and I was working in the back of a Target distribution warehouse where they just ship goods around, checking the seals of semi-trucks. There's a lot of semi-truck drivers, and I'm in a shack with this other security guard for like 8 hours. It's all kinds of smells and things, and I remember running up and down the parking lot of the back lot, just kind of yelling, being very excited that I, now had a place to go in New York and do the thing that, you kind of dream of doing.
It was a sort of impossibly small program to get into too, so I was just incredibly lucky.
When I came, it was so different from what I expected. I expected it to be very morose and serious and intimidating, and it was exactly the opposite.
It was really exciting to sort of be in that space and be like, oh wow. And part of what I had said before is I spent a lot of my life as an actor. I trained as an actor first and went to drama school elsewhere and all this stuff, and was doing a lot of regional theater. Wanted to put writing in the driver's seat of my creative life, and Juilliard really helped me do that.
I mean, people ask me a lot, what was your big break? And they want to hear a movie or this or that, and it's getting into Juilliard. Hands down, getting into Juilliard.
Yes, I would come here now. Oh my God, when people walk out that door, I've seen these new graduates smiling. Proud of themselves, looking forward to their lives as artists. Yes, I would come here.